is everybody? So I'm Kinsey. I'm the one that's been posting all day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in because I understand that we all have things to do. We all have stuff. So my goal is to only take about 15 to 20 minutes of your time tonight and then let you get back to your evening because it is so pretty tonight. That's why I'm outside. But, okay, so my name's Kinsey. Like I said, I am 20 years old, and I am a full-time college student, and I do Arbonne as my side hustle. I've been with Arbonne for about, I guess since 2 months, but I've been using the product since March. And the reason why I joined Arbonne was a lot about their ethics and what they teach and everything like that, because it really aligned with a lot of things that I was learning about and I was going through in my own personal life. I started Arbonne through a friend named Molly Rogers, who is amazing, and she introduced me to Gabby, who is another Arbonne consultant, and they kind of talked to me about what Arbonne is, which we are a vegan, gluten-free, botanically based company, which is amazing, but our main focus is gut health when it comes to nutrition. And they started talking to me about this at a time when I was going through a really hard time with my mom. She had just passed away from stage 3 gallbladder cancer, and it happened in last October. And it hit her out of the blue, and it hit my whole family out of the blue because she was a really, really healthy person. And then she totally just like randomly got sick, and it ended up being cancerous. And so of course, like, I jumped on WebMD and I jumped on so many other things, and I started educating myself about what is the gallbladder, what are your elimination organs, and everything like that. And I learned so much about gut health. And so then it left me with all these questions of, well, what do I do now? And so I watched my mom for about a month struggle with cancer, and then she passed away, and that left me with even more questions about, well, how can I prevent that from happening to other members of my family? Because it was just so hard to see her go downhill so fast. And the doctors really didn't have a lot of solutions or treatments for gallbladder cancer. And, like, that's just terrible. And so much research needs to go into that. And it's actually one of the least researched cancers. But it's one of the most non-treatable also. So it's just really sad to watch my mom go through that. And I learned so much about gut health. And then Gabby and my friend Molly came into my life. And I learned that's what Arbonne's all about. We just want to teach people and educate people about gut health and how our gut is our second brain. And so everything that goes through your body has to go through your gut. So everything that you think is going through your brain goes through your gut first, because you are what you eat. You end up being, your skin replaces itself every couple of weeks, and it ends up being what you have eaten in those couple of weeks. And so I know I want my skin to look great, and so I want it to be full of nutrients and vitamins, and that all comes from gut health. And so through all that in my journey with my mom, I was just captivated by Arbonne, and so Arbonne helped me learn a lot of the solutions that I needed to start doing in my life to help me accomplish what I wanted to accomplish with my mom. So today my intention is to explain how the body works, how it detoxifies, and explain how this plan works and how Arbonne can support you in your health journey. How to alkalize, I can't really say that word, so it's basically like stabilize your body and to make it from being like non-acidic, and how food is either fuel or poison for us. And this is so true, guys. Like, I can tell after doing the plan. So everything you're putting in your body is either going to help you or hurt you. And I really learned this on the plan because for me, before I started the plan, I was a college student taking 18 hours. And even though I was taking 18 hours and I drove an hour to school every day, I was still so tired and so unmotivated, and my mental clarity was shot. And I was really self-conscious about my body image and how I looked and how people perceived me. And I did not know how to fix all that. And I had all this information about gut health and how important it was after everything we went through with my mom in October, and I didn't know where to begin. And so that's where Arbonne really stepped in. And so after the Arbonne 30 days, I was the completely opposite. I was confident in myself. I was energized. I felt educated, and I knew what to do, and I knew how to help people. But I also felt free from like body negativity, which was so nice, and I hadn't really experienced that in a long time. So when I first heard the word cleanse, and I'm sure you felt this way too, or detox, I literally shuddered because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to eat so many things. I'm going to be juicing all the time. I'm going to be so hungry. I'm going to be grouchy. All my friends were afraid I was going to be grouchy, but they experienced the complete opposite. I experienced the complete opposite because I wasn't grouchy. I was completely more energized and more of myself, and I was able to have better relationships with the people that are close to me. Because Arbonne does not do juicing. It doesn't want you to just not eat, which is so nice, and our philosophy is to incorporate as many whole foods and nutrients as possible. So there are 4 components to this program. The first one is we avoid all inflammatory foods. So that's gluten, dairy, and we take out dairy because it's mucus forming in the gut, and it causes your body to not digest the same because it like latches onto your waist. Soy, because that's just a processed form of protein and it's very acidic for your body. Coffee, which is very acidic, but don't freak out yet. Sugar, because it's as addictive as cocaine. Alcohol, which this is a great time to just give your liver and kidney a break, because we're not telling you that you can never have a glass of wine again, you can never have a beer again. We're just telling you, like, let's take a break, let's take the reset button. The second part is we focus on absorbing foods and upping our nutrient intake, which I already told y'all on the post that this was one of the things I loved about Arbonne, because I had learned all about this stuff again and I didn't know how to do that. And so this is where the kit came really healthy, and I still use this kit daily because it presses the easy button and helps our body start to uptake and absorb those nutrients it needs through the foods that we are eating. We use the products, the Arbonne products that we give you to detoxify the body. We focus on the elimination organs, so the liver, kidney, GI tract, so that includes the gallbladder, and your small and large intestine are all connected. So basically it's your whole gut, but it's mostly we focus on the GI tract, liver, and kidneys, because those are what's going to carry the toxins out of your body. The fourth one is support, resources, recipes, accountability, and coaching from our Facebook group. So you are not in this alone, which is another thing that I loved. If you sign up for the Arbonne 30, your consultant is going to be your health coach, and they will text you daily, and you will be in a Facebook group which has all this amazing information about recipes, but also detox water, so like lemon water and cucumber water and why you need that, and just so many other things. And I really love that. So why we focus on the elimination organs is because that's what's going to carry all your toxins out. And so that's kind of really hard to imagine. So I want you to think about your body as a house, and your gut is your bathroom. So that's where everything that's wasteful usually goes out and goes out of the house. Like, you don't need this. And so the drains are our elimination organs, our livers, kidneys, GI tract, gallbladder. And the faucet is basically our esophagus and our mouth. And it's everything that we are putting into our stomach. And I want you to think that your faucet is on full blast, but your drain is clogged. And so your bathtub is filling up super, super full, and it's overflowing. And all those overflow symptoms are your headaches, your acid reflux, your tiredness, your fatigue, your joint aches, your just all these symptoms that we're not really supposed to experience, but we do because of the toxins we are putting in our bodies. And most people go to the doctor when they experience joint pain or headaches or weight gain, and they get put on a pill or a weird diet, and it really just slaps a band-aid on the problem. And so the Arbonne 30 focuses on getting rid of and pulling out of those toxins, and we teach you how to continue that after 30 days, which I think is awesome because we need that. We don't need to just do it for 30 days and then not continue it, because we're really wanting you to live a healthy lifestyle. So another visual is that the reason why we gain weight is because you're putting all these toxins in your body, and your fat cells are like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do about this, so I'm going to wrap around the toxin, and I'm going to bulk up to protect my house. I'm going to bulk up because this is a threat. And so you cannot lose fat until you lose the toxins. You cannot lose fat until you lose the toxins, which is mind-blowing. And so that's where the disconnect usually is. We will diet and we will do it for a little while, but we'll still be putting the toxins in, and we won't be really taking out any of the fat. And that's why a lot of people yo-yo when they do diets. But the Arbonne 30, we slow the faucet down, and we will have it taken out, those toxins, and so it'll push the fat out and it'll push the toxins out because it must take it with it. And so that helps the drain to work properly, if you want to think of it that way, and everything becomes cleaner. So Arbonne will eventually be your toolkit to your daily life. I use this toolkit all the time. When, like, throughout my life, I'll have a protein shake every other morning, basically. So you're probably like, okay, what comes in this kit? So you get a lot of stuff, and this plan is super, super simple, and we are here to help you. And so what comes in the kit is you have 2 huge bags of protein, like 2-pound bags of protein, and they will cover your breakfast and lunch for the month. And it has 20 grams of vegan protein powder, and it has your complete amino acid profile and no artificial sweeteners or flavors. Your fiber boost will be like this smaller bag, and there's 2 types of fiber. There's soluble and insoluble, and we use the soluble kind, so that means like it dissolves in water, so it's not going to become like molasses. But this fiber will bulk up around your intestines and help sweep through and push the toxins out. You'll get, my favorite thing in the world is the 2 boxes of Fizz Sticks, and if you don't get anything, I think you should definitely get these. I think everybody should get these. These are your caffeine replacements, your coffee replacements, because they are going to boost your metabolism, cognitive function, and help balance your blood sugar and control your hunger. So I usually have one of these in the morning after my protein shake, and then I will have one like around 3 when I want to take that afternoon nap, but I know I shouldn't. I should do homework or chores or focus on other things. And this has all your B complex vitamins, but especially B6 and B12, and it has green tea extract, and so that's all really, really good stuff. So then you'll get Digestin Plus, and this is a 3-in-1. It has a probiotic, prebiotic, and digestive enzyme. And for those of you who don't know, a probiotic is the good bacteria that we want in our gut. So there's always bad bacteria and good bacteria, but usually the bad outnumbers the good. And so we really want to reverse that, and so this helps. And if you think that you are like, I eat yogurt so I get enough, your stomach acid, by the time that yogurt gets down there, it has already like dissolved that prebiotic, so you're really not getting enough of it. And so, after that, you get 2 boxes of detox tea, and I love this stuff. I usually drink it when I'm really anxious, or when I want my warm drink, or you can mix it with a fizz stick, and we call it a tizzy, and so it'll be like your warm drink in the morning. And this is has 9 botanicals, and it's a mild caffeine herbal tea, and it's super, super delicious, and it has milk thistle in it, which is good for your kidneys and liver. And so when you're doing a detox, you really need something to support your kidneys and liver, because all those toxins are moving through there. So you need something to kind of like support them, just like you would put, if your foot was going through a lot of stress, you would support it. So after that, you have the 7-day body cleanse, which is amazing because they just reformulated this, and this is really going to clean out everything, and it's to clean out your colon. And if you want to know a really disgusting fun fact, the average person is storing 20 to 27 pounds in their small and large intestine, which has to all go through your elimination organs, and they're just stuck in the pockets, and so that's so, so gross. And so if we really like clean those out, like there's so much weight that we would just lose, and your stomach would just become so much flatter. And I love this 7-day body cleanse because it tastes like lemonade, and it's a powder formula, so it's not like this molasses sticky stuff that you would see at like CVS. It's so good, and it has aloe vera in it and ginger. And ginger is really good for your stomach when you have an upset stomach. And so the 7-day body cleanse just really sweeps all of that out, and it helps you push everything out. But you're not going to be like on the toilet the whole time, because that, like, we don't roll that way. So the breakdown of the price works out to be like $9 to $10 per day, which if you think about it, like usually you pay like $8 for lunch, and I saved so much money as a college student on this, and I'm already like broke totally. So you're gonna save so much. So it's $266 plus tax if you sign up for the preferred client. But this June we have a special deal that you should totally ask the person who invited you about, because you can get, it's actually cheaper to go ahead and become like an independent consultant this month and do the 30-day. So I just want to remind y'all that this is not about forever. If it was about forever, I would totally be out, because like I couldn't go without my Oreo cookies. But it's all about increasing awareness in your gut health and not putting all those toxins in your body all the time, because you wouldn't do that to other portions of your body or other portions of your house. So why should we do that to ourselves? Because at the end of the day, like, your body is your home. Like, I know I said it as an analogy earlier, but your body is your home. And so I don't want y'all to say, oh, like, I'll start that next month, or oh, like, I don't know if I have time for that. Like, you have time, and now is the time. And it's time to hit that reset button and start living really mindfully, because if you don't, like, the toxins are just going to build up. And you should totally grab some of your friends and family and build a little accountability group, and that always helps people do that too. I actually had my roommate help me out during the 30-day, and my dad, like, I started cooking the meals, and he actually loved them. But I definitely think you should do this. I just have like the biggest, like, I don't know, I just went blank. But I definitely think you should do this, and it's totally worth it. It's worth the money, it's worth the time, because you're gonna feel awesome and energized, and your joint aches are gonna stop. Everything's gonna stop, and you're gonna feel like your best self. So I just love being a promoter of healthy living, and if any of this resonated with you, we are always looking for new health coaches and new teams. And so I work my business around my busy life with college, and I do it all through my phone and on social media like I am tonight. And I love helping men and women get healthy and learn how to build their virtual business, because there's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income come in. Like, it's actually the best thing you can do. So our next detox group will start Monday, but we usually have some starting every Monday. And the Arbonne kits, if you order them tonight, should arrive Saturday or Monday. So you should be good to go. And make sure you follow up, or the person who invited you should follow up. But if you have any extra questions, go ahead and message them tonight, because they usually can get back to you. But yeah, so I definitely think you should become a promoter of gut health and educate yourself, and now's the time, and I just want you to remember that. But thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a good evening.